All right, so let's just get into it. I don't want to waste any time. I saw a video this morning posted by John Kuckian that really just deeply disturbed me. It was in reference to a video posted by a YouTube beauty guru. I'm actually subscribed to her channel and I have watched a few of her videos. I did not watch the video that was being discussed in John Kuckian's video, which was a morning routine. And apparently in this morning routine, it showed Danielle mistreating her pug puppy that she just recently got. And as you guys know, I have a pug. Of course you guys know. Frank is in like so many of my videos. Frankie, come over here. Come here. Come here, Bubba. Okay, he doesn't want to. We just went to the dog park this morning and he went to the dog store afterwards and he picked out a toy, so he's kind of playing with it right now. But as you guys know, Frank is a huge part of my life. I'm a huge advocate for like dogs, and I volunteered at a pug shelter when I lived in Los Angeles, and like I'm just like pug fucking crazy, okay? So obviously when I see something like this, it's going to anger me. I really don't want to be stirring the shit pot right now, but like, I just can't hold back. This has really bothered me and I need to talk about it and maybe let y'all know some things about pugs or dogs in general before you go and adopt a dog or buy a dog from a breeder and then end up mistreating it or, you know, just having it for superficial reasons, which I feel like a lot of YouTubers do. Now, before I continue, I'm gonna leave all of the links to John's videos in the description box below. You know, he does provide a lot of evidence and proof, and I mean, I've seen what I've seen, and like there's no denying that that pug was being abused. It's not being abused like physically harmed, but there's psychological damage potentially happening to this dog because it is a puppy. It's being locked in a dark room for like up to 12 hours, covered in shit. How can you sleep at night like knowing your pug puppy is like under those conditions? And I don't even believe that she's like, you know, being 100% malicious. Maybe just doesn't know, you know, which also frustrates me because if you don't know anything about how to take care of a dog, then don't get a dog, or at least do your research before getting one. Like Frank is my first ever dog and I did so much research when I got him. Like I found out everything about the breed, everything that I needed to know about pugs. Pugs aren't just like an easy dog you can get. They're not a low maintenance dog. Pugs are extremely high maintenance. They're called Velcro dogs for a reason. They are like constantly attached to you at the hip. They follow you everywhere. They were bred by Buddhist monks like thousands of years ago only for the sole purpose of companionship. Like some dogs were bred to be working dogs. Other dogs were bred to be herding dogs, and that is how they, you know, fulfill their purpose, and that's what makes them happy. Pugs were literally bred for one thing and one thing only, and that is to be around people. They need more attention than your average dog. And look at Frank. Frankie, you little potato. And they have breathing problems. They have genetic health problems. They require a lot of energy to housebreak because they're a very stubborn breed. And they do not do well when they are left alone for long periods of time. From day one, since I got my pug, he slept in my bed, like next to me, glued to me, on top of my fucking head. Like that's just the relationship I have with my dog. He's like a child to me. I cook for him before I even do anything for myself in the morning. I make sure he is fed. I take him to the dog park twice a day. Like some people might think I'm excessive. I am a little bit, I must admit. Like I think I'm like the extreme pug owner because I like dedicate my life to making sure he's the happiest fucking dog in the world. I, you know, experienced some really crazy fucking things when I volunteered at this pug shelter. You know, people just get pugs because they're a trendy dog, because they're hip and cool and adorable, obviously, but they don't realize that these dogs are high maintenance, and once they do realize it, or once that cuteness factor is no longer a thing, they just dispose of this dog. And I just can't stand when people have dogs for superficial reasons, because they're more than just a cute smushy face. They're like a beautiful soul, in my opinion. Like, dogs have the most pure and beautiful hearts and souls, and they just want to love us and be loyal to us, and when we mistreat them, it's like fucking terrible. At this pug shelter, literally people would drop off their dogs because they were going on vacation and they like didn't want to pay for a sitter. They'd be like, yeah, we're going on like a 3-week vacation to Hawaii and we're gonna get rid of this dog because he's like getting kind of old, but when we get back from vacation, we'll probably get the kids a new puppy. Fuck you, people. Or people bringing their dog back saying, oh, he sheds too much. Bitch, you got a fucking pug. Like, you should have done your research. People saying they're too loud or they bark too much. Well, if that is the case, there are certain things you can do, like train your dog not to bark. People will neglect their dogs. People will leave their dogs at home for like 12, 13, 14 hours a day. They don't hire anyone to stop by or like walk the dog. They provide no stimulation for their dog, but then their dog becomes destructive or aggressive towards children or other dogs, and like they wonder why. I think that moving forward with this, I hope that like some authorities really intervene in this situation with this girl and her pug. I don't even feel like I'm being dramatic about it. I feel like this is like a serious fucking issue. I hope this person, you know, either wisens up, gets smart, and realizes that this is not how you treat an animal, especially a pug. As a person who's worked at a shelter, people at the shelter who adopted a dog out to a family or a person saw that that pug was living under those conditions. That person would not be allowed to adopt a pug. And obviously, like, it's not as bad as some things I've seen. I've seen some way worse living conditions. I've seen dogs be physically abused, and that is like a whole nother level of horrible. But just because this isn't as bad as that doesn't make this not bad. I don't fucking know. Oh my God, YouTubers, seriously, not just this girl, stop. I know they're cute, but they're more than just accessories. That's a life. I'm sick of people taking that commitment lightly. Even Frank is getting upset. He's like literally pissed off. So yeah, I'm sorry for ranting and being a bitch and being angry, but I am angry about this, and I think people should get angry about this because maybe now something will happen, some change will happen. Okay, that's it for today's video. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Bye, guys.